I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Jason from Abercrombie Peppers. I'm kind of excited because I got some great pods from him. In fact, yes, we do. So look, I'm going to do a little review of 3 different peppers. We've got a Leviathan Gnarly Scorpion, which is coming in at about 1 million Scoville heat units. So it's a little bit hotter than a Ghost. A Ghost is like 9 and change. This is at 1 million, so it's a hair hotter than a Ghost, but not much. Beautiful peppers, though. They're huge. This one is probably one of my favorite pods visually. Let me pull these tags off of here. This is the RB003, and it's a cross between a Carolina Reaper and a 7-pot brain strain. But it's just one of the most, RB is for Ross Barber, it's one of the prettiest peppers. It's so stunning if you ask me. Now I don't know the Scoville heat units on this, but I know it's hot. It's got a meaty, it's really weird. Wait till you see when you cut it open, the wall linings have a meaty look to them. It's really kind of weird. I'll show you. And then the last one we have is a Ghengis Khann brain. And this one is going to be the hottest one of the bunch, rating it at over 1.5 million, they say. But they say. Who knows? Now listen, I'm going to take pictures of these. I'm going to put them on my Instagram. You know what I did yesterday, like an idiot? Remember the Andy's King BOC I did? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to show you guys the interior of that pepper. And I had a bunch of people that were kind enough to remind me. I apologize for that. And if you go to, I told them this yesterday, if you go to _Johnny Scoville, there's a link in the description box. That is my Instagram. And if you go there, you will see the pictures. All right, now let me show you the peppers in order that I introduced them. Here is the Leviathan Gnarly Scorpion, ranging in at 1 million. Beautiful. Kind of ghosty in appearance, a little bit bigger. I'm going to take all the pictures now so I can just kind of get on with the eating of it all. Are you cool with that? I knew you would be. Okay, so there's the Leviathan. I'll eat that in just a minute. Now I'm going to show you the inside of the RB. You can see what I mean about the meatier wall linings look just sort of pulpy-ish. Here's the RB003. It's a very hot pepper, but honestly to me it's just so gorgeous. You know, I say that about every pepper, don't I? You know why though? Very simply, I see beauty in every pepper. They're like galaxies. They all are kind of different, but they all kind of have some similarities. All right, here is the Ghengis Khann brain. Hang on just a minute. Here's the interior of the Ghengis Khann brain. This is going to be the hottest of the 3. So they say. They say that this one is clocking in at 1.5 million, but you know, I don't know about that. I'm not that good at, like people will say, like there could be a sauce, say, how hot do you think that is? I'm not very good at, I'm not as good at doing that with sauces as I am peppers. Once Foy and I were working on some tincture, and he sent me 3 things of tincture, unlabeled. There were 3.5, 5, and 9 million, or 10 million. And obviously, that's not that difficult, but I was able to get those right. Those are such a big jump; it was pretty easy to do. All right, so we're gonna do the Leviathan, the Scorpion first. Out of a million, here we go. I'm Johnny Scoville. And these pods are from Abercrombie. Get them when you can. This is Chase the Heat. It's just going to take 2 bites because it's huge. Floral as can be. That was a weird pepper. It started off, it was first of all very fruity and juicy. It's a very juicy pepper. It started off just being fruity. And I kid you not, after chewing it for about 5 seconds, I got a little bit of sweetness, which is very weird. It's very weird to get sweetness in a super hot at all. But usually if you're gonna get sweetness in a super hot, you get it up front and it goes away real quick. This came in after chewing it up for a little bit. It didn't stick around long. Went from there back to floral. Started off floral, went to sweet, went to floral, then bitter. It has, you know what? It has a very, very similar creeping burn that the ghost pepper has. It's not like a violent attack. When I was doing that, you know, I'm not going to talk about any other pepper, but the ones I'm eating. That is an 8 to it. See, here's the thing. Most chili heads are going to call that an 8. There'll be some that'll say it's a 7. But there'll be a ton of chili heads that will call it a 10. A ton of chili heads that will say that's a 10, I'm tapping out. Because it's hot, you know. But my scale, you guys, I talk about it all the time. I get questions about it a lot, so it's worth bringing up. My scale, it's pain. Right? When you go to your doctor, where does it hurt? Right here, on a scale of 1 to 10. Well, you know, you're not asking what kind of day you're having, or, you know, is the sun out? 1 to 10 on pain. So when I give you my scale, it's pain. So I have a weird relationship to pain. So I kind of like it. Anyway, we're going to move on to the RB003. Carolina Reaper, again, crossed with a... Did I take pictures of this? I better have. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Sure did. They have it almost has a maple leaf sort of feel to it on the crosscut. Very, very pretty though. Look at that, how beautiful that is. This is the first one. He sent me a couple. The first one was one of the most amazing looking ones I've ever seen. And there's a yellow one now, or peach. I'm not sure if it's, I think there's a peach RB003. I saw a picture of it. Here we go. I was expecting that to be a little bit more juicy because the wall linings are a little bit thicker. But it was about the same juiciness as the Leviathan Scorpion. However, the Scorpion was a lot bigger, so. Totally different tasting than the Scorpion. It was bitter first. The bitter stuck through the entire way. Floral picked up towards the end and lingered a little bit. But then you just had this strong Chinook, super strong pepper flavor. But it's pepper forward more so than, you know, like the bitter was there the entire way. Which I don't mind, you know, because bitter is bitter. This next one though, the burn. The first one was very, remember I said, I didn't tell you where the burn was, but I said it was ghost-like. It's because it burned my mouth and not my throat. I forgot to tell you that. So the second one was more Reaper-like, because there's Reaper in it, and the burn is in my throat. So now I got the whole face thing going on. Excuse me. Here's the Ghengis Khann brain. Isn't that cool looking? See how the wall linings are very shiny. Right. Now this is the hollow, they say. 1.5 million, we'll see. Super juicy, fruity, no floral, no bitter, no sweet. It was just fruity and really juicy. And they're right, it's hotter. It's definitely the hottest of the three. Now the burn is going. That's a tongue burn as well. So my throat's not getting it so bad just from the middle pot, which was the RB003. But the first ones and the last one got my tongue. That's going to be like I said, most chili heads are going to call it a 10. They would, because I mean, look, how many chili heads are there out there? What do I say about chili heads all the time? It's not how much you can eat, it's the passion you have for the peppers you like. You know, if all you like is green bell, you know, bell pepper, but you're passionate about it, you're a chili head. And if you ate this, it'd be a 10. So it's going to be it's a varying range of heat. It's all individual. It's kind of how it works. But my tolerance is pretty high. And even with those three, I'm not getting an ear burn. I'm probably not going to get an endorphin rush. I forgot to make a short too, by the way. Ugh. Well, the heat's on its way down. That was the hottest. That would be, you know, like I said, for most chili heads, they call it a 10. I'm at a 5 right now, with all three of them. So my tolerance is getting up there. Got some great pods coming from Randy Keaton. Now, for those that know the show, you've got to know the show to know that name. The first 2 years of the show, he's like one of my favorite growers. Amazing, huge, super hot, fresh pods. Excuse me. People that's going to do that, Abercrombie, Jason's wonderful. Please check him out in the description box. Get a box of pods. By the way, if you've got your seeds from Matthew Arthur, please give a comment. So many people are getting their seeds. What an amazing guy. He's a good, think about that. Somebody said yesterday, he has some great friends, Johnny. Harvest 912, giving boots away to people. Matthew, Arthur, and Carla, wanting to help children. It's pretty good stuff, isn't it? So you'll see them in the description box. Abercrombie, get a box of pods. Right here is my son and the lifeboat. Check them out. Pepperology and all the challenges I've done up on top. Thanks for hanging out with me. Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the